Hey friends, Tuxx here. I wanted to do a quick video, kind of like my Switch 2 story. Okay, so basically yesterday was the 23rd, and that was a pre-order night for many companies, Target, Walmart, GameStop, and so on. And it's a situation where we, in our house, we're collectors. If you go back to my Tuxx Toys channel, if we're on that channel, you can see I have all sorts of Nintendo products. These are my main two Switches. Yes, I have two Switches, but in our household, we have about a dozen Switches of different collector editions and different things. So we're definitely pretty hardcore collectors and gamers that would buy things in multiples. So we've done our thing for Nintendo. We have loyalty to Nintendo, although we buy all the consoles. But it's the thing where we will buy Nintendo products when they come out, and the price honestly doesn't even matter to me. Okay, it really doesn't. And we're still gonna buy two. And we'll probably buy the collector's edition of this and that special Pokemon version of that console later or whatever. So it's going to be an ongoing thing, I'm sure. OLED when it comes out, but I really wanted to get two on launch night, or have them secured at least. Okay, and so we tried two different attempts. Okay, true story, I had to work today, the 24th, in the morning, and so I was unable to drive 3.5 hours to Miami, but we did drive to Miami with one of the Corvettes, and I did a overnight kind of pre-order line kind of thing, and we did secure with that one with GameStop. Okay, so if there is a chance to do an overnight line in your town or community, that might just be the way to go. Okay, because I, on the other hand, not being able to drive 3.5 hours to Miami last night, I went ahead and tried the online approach. So I had multiple phones hooked up. They were all pre-set up with credit cards. They were all pre-linked to sites like Target and Walmart and GameStop. And I had a computer going with hardwire, so I had many venues of trying to get through, okay? And my experience was really poor, Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo, if you're watching this, Doug Bowser, I've talked to you in person before, and I feel like you're a super nice guy, but hear me, man, hear me. If you watch this video, that was kind of a shit show, man. The pre-order situation was bad, okay? So hopefully, the Nintendo pre-orders, when they finally do go out for people who have, signed up through Nintendo.com, hopefully that will go smoother. But to buy them in GameStop or Target or Walmart or Best Buy, those are the main ones, it was bad. Websites were either locking up, they were saying you're in the queue, they were saying you had it in the cart, and when you had to go pay for it, it would push you back again. Some people were getting cancel emails after they already paid. For me, I was not even able to get to the, congratulations, you've paid, you have one reserved. I did get in the cart a few times. I had problems where things were not allowing me to progress to the cart. You could get it in the cart, and then when you actually went to pay, it would say sold out, and then it'd push you back, and then you could go back in the queue again. I guess because ones that were in the cart for other people that weren't being approved were being pushed back into the general party population of the queue, and then you're kind of going through that process again. But either way, it was very frustrating, very time consuming, and it became unbeneficial for me because I was unable to secure that online pre-order, but the in-store one, again, with GameStop, did work. So there's one of our two needed Switches for the household, so anyway, guys, this is something to think about. If you have a store in your community, consider going to a real life store, camping out if you have to, whatever you gotta do, to get that Switch 2, and I'll have some more videos down the road. Hopefully we'll go ahead and, be able to get one through Nintendo, or there'll probably be a second round of pre-orders coming up. I know a lot of people were saying Walmart had the best deal. They were pre-order it and you'll have it by 9 a.m. on release day. And that was pretty great because we had to fly out on that day for Go Fest New York. So it's I don't want to wait until, noon or 1 or 4 or 9 p.m. UPS or something. I need it early morning. And if I could have it through Walmart before 9 a.m., that would have been amazing. I could have played on the flight. It would have been so much fun, but it didn't work. One suggestion, Doug Bowser, if you're watching this video, I wish that there was something with Nintendo New York where you could, do the pre-order online and then pick it up at Nintendo Center in New York. That would be kind of cool because I would do that, and I'm sure Nintendo Center is going to have a line wrapping around the building, and they're probably not going to have enough consoles, but maybe if there had a way they could reserve the pre-order ones for people that already paid, already got the email from Nintendo, maybe they were a member for a year or whatever, and I got the alarm clock through Nintendo Online too, so I jumped through hoops, but if there's a way of paying for it in advance and then getting it at the Nintendo Center in New York on release day, I'll be in New York. Like, it won't be a problem. We'll be in New York. Well, we can stop there. You know, I don't want to spend my whole day in line around Nintendo, but, you know, to get a Switch 2, we'll see what happens. You know, like, if I could pick it up easy, then maybe they have one line just for pre-orders, you know, and you can get through the line pretty quick. But it'd be nice, you know. So anyway, guys, do I care about Nintendo 2? Yes. Do I think the price is worth it? Yes, I do, actually. And do I think that it's going to sell like hotcakes? Yes. Although the only thing bad about that is, unfortunately, some of those sales are going to scalpers, and that's a whole nother story about, like, don't pay the scalpers, you know? And it's hard not to sometimes, you know, but Nintendo, I think they're kind of doing a good thing by making you go through, you know, Nintendo.com, and they're even going as far as saying you have to be a member, having a paid account for a year to get one console. That's kind of a good idea. That's like trying to take a little bite out of scalpers, you know, and that's what I'm all about. I am not about, like, I don't mind paying $800 for a console for a Switch 2, but, you know, I'd rather pay the $500, you know, or the $450 or whatever have you, you know. So, you know, it's just it's a bad situation. I know times are tight, money's tight for a lot of people. So no matter if you're someone who doesn't care as much, like us, or if you're someone who is strapping, saving those nickels and dimes to get the Switch 2 for your kids or whatever, like, it should be easy for everyone to get, is my point, you know. And I want it to be something where, you know, it's accessible for people. And again, if you're thinking about buying it or not, honestly, take it from me, the price, it is worth it. Okay, this is gonna be a great system. It's gonna sell out. Just, if you have an opportunity to pre-order it, okay? And keep it for yourself. Don't scalp it. Keep it for yourself. Play it. Have fun with it. It's going to be an awesome system. It's going to be a huge success. The Switch 1, this thing is old, man. This thing's been around so long. We got this gray one as my launch one. This is one I bought later. And there's many more in this household, but these are my main two. And, like, it's going to be a huge hit, guys. So, and the fact you can play these old Switch games on the new Switch 2, amazing. That is awesome. So anyway, guys, that's my story. It was kind of a success. We got 1 of 2 pre-ordered. But, you know, for me personally, online trying to get it, it was a fail. Like, everything was locking up. Nothing worked right. I have all the credit cards I need. I have no problems with resources, and I still could not secure one, which kind of sucks, you know? So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below, or email me, tuxtoys@gmail.com, if you got one. And I'm curious how you got yours, because I would love to emulate your success and get it on perhaps a future round or something, okay? All right, again, thanks for watching, friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.